Hello future tech leaders, I am Sindhuja. Based on my own experience, I know that learning the right skills can shape our future. What if I say learning was as thrilled as the tech world itself? There we go. At CloudFoundation, that's exactly what you will experience. From day one, you will be immersed in the interactive sessions and expert-led courses that covers most of the widely used technologies in the zone of data science to cloud computing, which brings more light to the life of a techie. I am so excited to help you and unlock the true potential of a technology. Well, then why to wait? Let's see what it unfolds.
This is the lab activity that we will do today. Create a report to show half-yearly sales revenue. This means that it says we should create a report. This means that they have given us the data. We don't always have to start with the creation of Project Connection Data Foundation. We don't do one universe, we will consume for all, mostly for all the project also. Universes are already created. We find that scenario we don't need to create if it is already created. We don't need to create any universe. We will directly create a report. Reporting is like mostly for creating a report. You don't need to create a project or connection data foundation business layer because we already have these objects from the fashion universe. Why I told you information design tool is to have fun, that you can have a background understanding. Now you know, like this year quarter sales revenue are all created by using some formulas, and these are coming from some tables which we imported and we use some joins. If you see here the background SQL. Year quarter sales revenue. This is the year, this is the quarter, this is the sales revenue. Based on our included object, it is automatically coming up. It is the formula that got created in our business layer. It might be if we are not using universe as a source, but we are using Bex query as a source. There also objects are already created, but not in a BO universe, but they are created in SAP BOBJ. We can consume anything as a data source. It is based on our project in architecture system, which we are using data where we are getting from. Don't I already told you that information design tool is only for your understanding. Just do some practice, like what is the process that we do to create the tables and joins. You have that in a theoretical knowledge also, it's fine. But if someone is asking, we should be able to answer. That's it for every reporting. We don't need to create a universe for each report. On top of one universe, we can create around hundreds of reports also. It is always based on the requirement. Universe is like a one-stop solution. We can create a number of reports based on the requirement. We will create formulas. If these are directly not available, also we will create those objects inside the reporting layer and we can show them user. Just for your background knowledge perspective, I explain information design tool and it is also part of a business object. You might not need to create an entire universe in your project, but sometimes if you are supporting universes also, sometimes what happens is you will get some enhancements required. They'll give you all like a formula in which folder you want to add. At that time, you should be able to log into that, go to that folder, add some object with the formula that they have given and save it and export. That it can be consumed in the next time by reports. Previously, also in my project, I got one requirement to add only 3 objects which are not there in current universe, but they want to consume that flag in the reporting purpose. What they did is they mentioned folder name, object name, what they want to put, and the formula behind it. What I did is I just simply logged into information design tool. I went to that folder. I created a click new object. I gave that formula. I saved it and I exported it to repository, and I checked that in development environment whether that new object has got added into this folder or not. If I added some flag in this product, I should be able to see that once I export to repository, I should be able to see that object added up here, that it can be used in reporting purpose from now on. That new flag is also available for us to report in purpose. Just to know the flow, how we do it, you use that information design tool. Once you are understood that, you please concentrate on the reporting perspective. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Now, the requirement. Maybe you will get a requirement like this. It is a simple requirement, but we should understand by reading that line. Create a report to show half-yearly sales revenue. We need sales revenue per half-yearly. It is not yearly sales revenue. If it is a yearly sales revenue, we can just add year and sales revenue. We can add the report is done if it is a quarterly sales revenue quarter and sales revenue. And we should also add year because we should know which quarter it is. Quarterly sales revenue. But now here we are. We need half-yearly sales revenue. That means we need to add some formula to change this quarter objects to half-yearly, and we should display that. For that purpose, see here quarter is mentioned as 34 told. We have to create some new variable. It should be a dimension, not a measure. Water is a dimension and half-yearly is also dimension. Now we have to give some formula like if water in list. Then and in list 1 H1 is the text. This is the formula. If quarter in list 1, 2, that means this is a condition that we are giving. If quarter is 1 or 2, quarter value is 1 or 2, that belongs to H1, first half of the year. This is the condition. If it is true, It will execute the first statement. If it is false, if it is not in list 1 to then, it will execute this H2. The formula is defined correctly. And now I put this here. See here quarter 3. Quarter 4 is coming under H2. Quarter 1. Quarter 2 is coming under H1, H4, 3, 4, H2. For each year we are getting like this. We can use the year as an input control. We will give radio button single value. Here it should be applied on block only finish. Here was T4. Now we can delete this quarter. Then also we can see this H1, H2. Now if I include quarter, we will get C tour of quarter 1, quarter 2. This is part of H1, part of H1. But if I remove this quarter, it is like a quarterly report only, as I have a quarter in this. But our requirement is not to have a quarter. Rather, we want to have a half yearly sales revenue report. Now this quarter 1 and quarter 2 is aggregated. First quarter, second quarter is part of a H1 and these two values will be automatically added up and it will be shown as H1. If I remove this, only we will have a H1T2. For this year, and if you want to change input control, instead of having the single values, let's have multiple values and see half yearly data. I clicked, but it is not applying here. We have to click on. If you don't want this also, we can set up like a display selection button. Is there? I'll put no. But then whenever I click, it will automatically appear. Year-wise half yearly data is appeared. We will add. This is the object that we have created. It is not coming from database or it is not coming from the universe. Instead, we created an object based on our requirement in the report level and it is used for only for this report. It can't be used in other report. But whereas this quarter year sales revenue, these are coming from the universe. They are accessible in every report which is using that universe, but the variables that we created are only part of this report. Maybe if you add duplicate a report here also we can use this. For all the tabs, for all these tabs of the report, we can use this variable. It is local to this report, the variable. And this is how we use if to group something. Here we have grouped quarter 1, quarter 2 to show it as a H1, quarter 3, quarter 2 to show it as a H2. And we have created a half yearly sales revenue report using if. And we also used input control to control the years based on the requirement user can select. And he can see the data. And if we want, we can copy this. Paste this, we can turn it into column chart. Instead of showing this H1, H2 here, what we can do is assign data. In the region color, we can apply half yearly and we can exclude this here. Now if you see we are getting here and H1, H2 is showing in the color wise like a blue is H1, orange is H2. For the first half year, sales revenue in 2015 is this much. Around 229, 35207. For orange it is this one. In this way, we can even. For my title, as it is coming up as we did not mention any title. It is an automatic title based on the objects that we are using for x-axis and y-axis. It has display for that. We can give the custom title and we can write the title which we want. Half yearly. Sales revenue. This is the title that we want. This is the custom title we gave it ourselves. And orientation. We can put it anywhere. It is now currently showing in top. We can put bottom or left or the top is better and it is the text alignment. It is showing in the left side. We will show here in the middle that it will be aligned in the middle. This is the half-yearly sales revenue analysis. We can put it in a nice color also. Border and background. If you see, here it is, we are only seeing some of the options. Some of the options we are not able to see for that. If you see this symbol, there are dots here. You can expand it. And now, currently it is black. You can put blue. It is not bold. We can apply bold. These are bold. The look is completely changed if we change the title into middle. We applied color, we applied bold, and we have made it in the center. This is about how we can create variables. And using function. Let me save as. It's one of the functions. We have multiple functions like date substrings, data providers. We have many functions for that you have to go research and apply as per the requirement. It all comes with the practice. Don't worry now. It comes with the practice and the requirement. When we got the requirement, we will try how to do it. By doing some trial and error also, we can able to achieve. This is about this activity. The next one is create a report to show year, month, day sales revenue. Apply custom sort to show year-wise, month-wise sales analysis. Your month time sales revenue. Custom sort we will apply. Create a new report. Until now we are only using year quarter, but here we need month also. Month name, they said. Month, maybe number, month name can be a detail. January, February, we can see like that. Measure is the sales revenue. Run the query and see how it is getting up here. Let's see how it is getting up here. See, month is a number, but here we need month name. I just deleted that. What they asked is apply custom sort to show year, wise month, wise sales analysis. First, we will apply sorting on this. Click sort. Descending. Maybe we will apply custom sort. Sort advanced. Here. Add something. Month name. Here is the descending one. Month name. Hierarchy is parents first. Custom values we can put. Here it is coming as alphabetical. April, August, December, February, but we want January to test. We can use these arrows to go up and down. Select February. April. July, August. September. November, December. To apply and see. Here we have added two things here. Year is just a descending means from higher year to lower year, 2019 after the 2018-17. Likewise, month name we have applied. Whatever the data we have for 2019, if we have a multiple year months, it will appear as per the order January. But I think 2019, we only have for January data. That's why it is only to January. But for 2018, we can see we have data for all the months. January, February, March, April, May, June 2018 until 2018 gets finished. Then 2017 starts. And January, February. Likewise, it is sorted as per the requirement. This year's sort is a normal regular sort which we applied descending, but month sort we have applied as a custom sort. We gave the ordering manually. That is called a custom sort. This report is about custom sort. Create a report to show top 5 product lines. Rank. We covered custom sorting. We covered if function. Now we will cover ranking. What they ask. Top 5 product lines. Product lines. Quantity sold. Maybe we can take. Based on the quantity sold, how many quantity it got sold. We will make this as a. We will rank it up based on that. Now, here we are getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, around 10. 10 types of lines with the quantity sold. But what we want is top 5. This is. Rank. If you see, here I did not select anything. The ranking is disabled. It should if we want to. Make it enable. Ranking is performed always on measures. If I select this column measure, column of quantity sold, the ranking, now it is enabled. Add ranking. They mention the top 5. Increase it. Top 4, top 5 based on a quantity sold. It is not required for this scenario. We only have a line product because if we have a state or something else we have added, then we can mention that calculated more. I'll copy paste this to see the difference before and after applying the ranking. If you see here, we have values for this many. Now, if I apply ranking, top 5 based on quantity sold. It is only 71,064, 22, 2018. We have 1000 change values also 1080, 94, 1777,063, 4000. These all are eliminated or excluded because we only want to see top 5. And if you will copy this again, paste it here. Now let's see bottom 5. Rank. We will not select top and we will select bottom. These are the bottom. We can add some. If you want to show some title, what we can do is we can add some blank cells. Inside that we can write like of 5 product lines. And we can format this cell here. There is a border. Underground, under one border we can explore this border. No border. Good. This is the top 5 product line. Here, this is bottom 5. Maybe we will add a blank and we'll write the same thing instead. What we can do is copy this. We have to align it properly and the formatting. We can do that. This instead of top, we can just change the name. That all the formatting, everything, we don't need to redo anything. We can rename this also. On product lines. But this is about ranking. We can save this. Top 3 and bottom 3. It's nothing but that we have done this. That's about today's session. And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.